Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The issue of Peter Obi UK immigration arrest has caused a lot of issues, and we just want to look at it because right now, Premium Times, one of the newspapers in Nigeria, have sent a letter of inquiry to UK over his arrest because up till now, the details about that arrest is sketchy. Nigerians really want to know. Most people feel that he was indicted of a crime. Some people say it was dual personality implication and all of that. But then Atiku's camp has also made Obi to understand the reason why he should sue Buhari's government. Now, according to the camp of the People Democratic Party, they said that Peter Obi should drag the Nigerian government to court over his detention in the UK by the immigration. According to Boala, who wondered why Obi would be arrested when Nigerian immigration had his bow that Boala said, he said, one fact is clear, the impersonator was issued the passport by the Nigerian immigration. They have his biodata and details about him. Peter Obi should sue the Nigerian government in court and compel them to smoke the man out and whoever may be using him for the smear campaign. British government apologized to Peter Obi for illegally serving him a detention note. Can you now put a respect on his name? We are now waiting for the US government to apologize, or UK government to apologize to US government to apologize to Tinubu for illegally collecting the forfeited dollars. As Iwaju's fan, Oya start throwing the insult. Now, a lot of talks there, but most interestingly is the fact that Premium Times want to know in detail what happened, but most Nigerians are like, what's the need of sending a letter of inquiry on what the reason why you want to know this? Let me just give you what the paper actually said. I know on their inquiry, they say based on these concerns and it's necessary to acquire report the incident amidst on substantial claims on social media on the issue. That Premium Time placed a telephone call on Thursday to UK Home Office for further details on Mr. Obi's ordeal. And according to the paper, they still said that the newspaper was requested to write a letter formally requesting the detail. And the letter has been written, and it wasn't just written, it was signed by the newspaper editor in chief, one Musikilu Moji. And according to the newspaper, I said that it's really specifically sought clarification on Mr. Obi's offense, when and how he was released, the condition upon which he was released, the current status of the case against him, and other related issues. And let me just give you a set of what they wrote. They said our newspaper is interested in understanding the circumstances surrounding the arrest and detention of Mr. Obi, including details of when he was arrested, his offenses, when and how he was released, the conditions upon which he was released, the current status of the case against him, and whether he was arraigned and in which court. This is really, really serious. These guys are taking this thing far beyond what I expected. Don't forget that there was this message around or an info around that the UK authorities actually apologized, but afterwards, one of I think the spokesperson denied reports that the UK had apologized to Mr. Obi over his arrest, detention, and harassment at the London airport as claimed by his party before now. And all of this leaves us with so much question. Why are they? I know that the newspapers actually have the right, they have full right to crave to know all the details about that case. But from what I am seeing here, it's really escalating, because according to what these guys are calling for, they want to know what did he do. Already we've been told though not from the UK government, because they have not said anything. The UK government have not said anything about what actually happened, with Peter Obi in UK, but that they crave. We were told, sorry, we were told by another person who said that actually Peter Obi was held down and blah 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 blah. But nobody seems to understand exactly what happened. I feel that the people that would have written first would have been the Labour Party. Labour Party would have been the first in the list to send out a letter demanding full details about what transpired, and also to clear the coast. I think Peter Obi himself should speak up so that everything will be settled once and for all. But based on what we've seen him do and the level of fight against his election petition, it clearly shows that there is some issue surrounding it. But it requires clarification, and that clarification should be done urgently, because with what premium times the letter they have sent out demanding for details on it, it may not augur so well, because it may result to some persons, going ahead of time to choke in things that were not meant to, or that didn't actually happen. Already, we've seen the capability of criminals, how they can, what they can do, and how they can paint issues that will, shock you a great deal. I could still remember when Gaba Shehu came up and wrote about, Gaba, the former presidential aspirant of PDP, came up, or sorry, of APC, came up and was writing some unprecedented and unverified stories that actually Peter Obi was held down, that it was the help of BK that brought about his release and all of that. But when we looked at the picture, we noticed that actually Bobo cropped up the picture and did some Photoshop on it and presented it in such a way that it seems as if Peter Obi was indicted of a crime. But I feel right now it's needful for Nigerians to know, so that we know that we are not going the wrong path, or we are not also keeping quiet over something that we need to talk about, because that impersonation issue is something that is worth questioning, is something we need to talk about, and what resulted to his release, from the grip of, UK government. All of that will help to quiet some of the underlining statements that we have heard from both the house that is against him and those who are for him. And I feel that if it is settled once and for all, we can see a future that we can pursue a future that is ahead of us. Because right now, the most important thing is recovering the mandate and putting the right person on the presidential seat. However, let's wait to hear what the response of UK government will be in that regard.